Hello and welcome to Ladies of Lore, the podcast where we take all of the most wonderful women of mythology and folklore and we unpick, unravel and explore their origins, their stories and how they've changed through time to arrive in today's modern world. I'm India and I am so grateful to have you here with me today. If you're new to the podcast, thank you so much. You might notice though that this is not actually a full episode today, so after this you might want to check out one of my other episodes for a full flavour of what to expect here on Ladies of Lore. If you're returning or you're a regular listener, thank you too, because without you I wouldn't be telling you what I'm about to tell you. So yes, as I said, this is not a standard episode today. I do have actually got That's not proper English, is it? But we'll roll with it. I do have actually got a really exciting episode, mostly written about the Arthurian legend that is Guinevere, and I'm really looking forward to bringing that one to you. But as I've mentioned before, I do work full-time, and I'm also doing a degree for fun. Who does that? I don't know. So things have been a little bit hectic with an assignment due and work stuff, so I haven't got the episode quite where I would like it to be, and I don't like recording stuff that I don't feel I've put my all into. But rather than leave you guys with nothing this week, I thought it was a great time to share with you all of the stuff that I've been teasing for a little while now. Ladies of Lore has been going since August of last year, so we're 7 months in, guys, and it's been such a cool experience to be nerdy on Maine and just talk to you about all of the things that I love. I have had the best time researching. Yes, I genuinely enjoy the research. And recording and editing and choosing the silly little music in the background and sharing it all with you guys. I've had some amazing engagement from you all, and there is literally nothing better than getting a little notification on my phone that someone's left a comment or seeing that someone's left a 5-star review. All of this stuff genuinely makes me smile and it makes my day every time, and it's all just far more than I ever expected when I started this podcast. I have ADHD and I have a really hard time with picking up hobbies and dropping them and not pursuing them. And I think part of me did worry that that could happen with this podcast. But if anything, it has been the polar opposite of that. And you guys are very, very much to thank for that. Now, on to the important stuff. I am super excited to announce that Ladies of Lore is getting a Patreon. Yes, if you've been enjoying the show and you want to support in a deeper way, then you will be able to when the Patreon opens. I have been beavering away and thinking a lot about this, as I really wanted to make sure that it was actually offering you guys something worthwhile, and I truly, truly hope that this is it. I will run through the different tiers of support and what they include, but I will also say that this is for you guys. So if there is something that doesn't feel right or something that you'd like to be included, please tell me. I want to make sure that this is the very best that it can be, so all feedback is very, very much appreciated. With that said, here are the different tiers and a bit of a description of what you can expect. The first tier is called Torchbearer, and as a Torchbearer, you'll help light the way for the podcast with your support and be part of keeping the myths alive. You'll receive exclusive updates and ad-free episodes through Patreon, sneak peeks of upcoming content, and the satisfaction of knowing that you're just part of the storytelling journey. And I'm also working on getting some interviews with a variety of amazing people, including authors and historians, and you'll be able to hear those too. The second tier is Wisdom Seeker, and as a Wisdom Seeker, you will receive all of the perks of a Torchbearer, but you'll get optional access to the Ladies of Lore Discord server, the option to join the Ladies of Lore book club, plus exclusive episodes of my brand new series, Heroines of History. Yep, that's right guys, I'm going to start a new series focusing on the real women of history. I cannot tell you how excited I am to do this, and these episodes will most likely be a lot more deeper dives. There'll be longer episodes than the main podcast, and these will be coming to you at the very least once per month. And we all know that there are so many incredible women in history. I've been totally spoiled for choice, but I will tell you that the first woman that I'll be covering is Cleopatra. I also have plans for a bit of a mini-series on all of the wives of King Henry VIII and just so much more, guys. I have so much more. But I'm also very much open to suggestions about who you'd like to hear about on there too. And you'll be able to tell me all about who you'd like to hear about over on Patreon. And the final tier is the Mythmaker. This will be for those who want to provide an additional level of support, and I will add the caveat that I really don't have any expectations of lots of people joining this, but as a Mythmaker you get to have everything in the other tiers, but you'll get to leave a bit more of your mark on the stories that I tell. So you'll be able to collaborate with me to shape future episodes, you'll get more of a say in suggesting topics, and you'll be able to vote on future episodes. And you'll also be invited to join me live once every month to talk all things Ladies of Lore, all things Heroines of History, and just hang out a little bit. As I'm sure you can all tell, I am really genuinely so excited to bring this to you guys, but I do just want to make sure that you all know that it is very, very much optional. Nothing is going to change here on Ladies of Lore. The podcasts will still have the exact same amount of research, time and effort put into them, and it's also extremely optional to join the book club or the Discord server. Those are things that are just there for people that want to chat to other listeners about mythology and folklore and books, but there's no pressure and there's no expectation for you to join the Discord if you do join the Patreon. It's just there, it's just an option, and you won't miss out on any news or updates by not being part of these things because I will post them in the Patreon as well. And I'll also have a new logo coming. I won't lie, I made the last logo with AI because I didn't know any artists, I can't draw, and I also didn't expect anyone to listen. I also just didn't have any money to pay an artist with, but I'm really keen to get it done now and get it done properly and professionally. So I've taken any money that I've earned from the few small ads that I've had here and there on the podcast, which you might have heard, and I'm now working with a female artist who specialises in folklore and mythology art. I'm really dedicated to making sure that this logo is a lot more representative of all of the cultures that I cover on the show, and I'm just, again, I keep saying the word excited, but I'm just really excited to get that done and show you all that very, very soon. And the very last thing that I have done, which is new, is I've made an official Ladies of Lore TikTok account. I am yet to post, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try and start posting a little bit on there about the podcast. So if you want to follow that, I'll put the link in the show notes. Again, no pressure. You don't have to follow me on there if you don't want to. I really wouldn't be doing any of this if it wasn't for the overwhelming level of support that I've had from everybody who listens to the podcast. I can't tell you how deeply I appreciate you all. It's a pleasure to tell you these amazing stories, and I can't wait for all that is to come, both here on Ladies of Lore and over on the Patreon. The Ladies of Lore Patreon will be opening at the beginning of April for a few reasons. Firstly, I have some very wonderful and helpful people assisting me with setting up the Discord server, and I want to make sure that there's an episode actually there ready, waiting for you immediately if you do decide to join. I think that's about all I had to say today. Again, I'm really sorry for the lack of proper episode this week, but hopefully this little announcement has been exciting for at least some of you. I am so open to suggestions and feedback, comments, anything you'd like to say at all. Please do let me know, either in the comments, if you're able to, on the app that you're listening on, or feel free to reach me over on TikTok or Blue Sky, because as I said, I really, truly want this to be for you guys, and I want it to be shaped by you guys. So yeah, just tell me what you want and I'll make it happen. Thank you so much once again for all of your support. I appreciate you more than I can put into words. And I'll be back next week to unravel another thread in the rich tapestry of women in mythology and folklore.